And we are back. So first thing, let me talk. You've seen this cooler and this hat, and there's a gift card that goes with it. Every like, comment, and share, whether you're watching the full broadcast or a clip, will get you entered to win this cooler, this hat, and a $10 gift card. So make sure you're interacting with all of our stuff. Now, I'm going to set this down, and I am happy to be here with Mayor Jared Carr and City Administrator Troy Schulte today, and they are here to talk to us about
transportation tax.
Transportation tax. All right, so tell us all about it.
Well, our streets are funded through this tax, and this is not a new tax or a tax increase. But we're asking the voters to go to the booth one more time for it. This has been on the books since 1984, so way back when, 42 years ago, long time that this has been around. And if you haven't been outside of Lebanon and compared our streets to other communities, you're missing something. We really have a top-notch street system and sidewalks as well here in town, and we're so proud of it, and it's because the community wants to see that.
Right, absolutely, and it takes community support to get that done.
Absolutely does. And we've done those community surveys, which is out right now, so I want to put a plug in for that as well, so make sure you fill that out to give us more direction of what we're going. But we started that in 2018. Streets has been the number one thing, and we've responded with that. I mean, we've really worked on making sure that the streets are top priority for the community and for the city staff as well. So
right on. And the sidewalk thing, I know part of that study was making Lebanon more walkable.
Yes, absolutely.
And so seeing the progress along with because it's just a safety issue in terms of sidewalks and places for people to walk, so they're not walking in the street and all that. So
yes, and we're having a lot of street sidewalks that are getting at engineering right now, getting done, almost nearing that, and going to start hitting.
Yeah, you'll see. You'll be sidewalks starting next week on Ivy Lane.
Right on.
City crews will be doing those. They're going to come from Route 66 back to Beck, and then at the end of July, you'll see construction start on Beck Avenue sidewalks, Beck Lane sidewalks, basically over there from the railroad tracks. Heading south towards Ivy Lane. So eventually, by the end of the year, we hope to have that connected. And
right on.
So we've got a lot of sidewalk projects. Like the mayor said, it takes a while to get those things going, but
sure,
they're going to be under construction here during this month. So you'll see a lot of construction in that part of town. We've got more sidewalks in the project process.
Right on. As far as streets go, where's the work being done right now, and what's the next plan or next place you're going?
Well, what we've got actually some, you'll see some street crews in from Willard Asphalt this week and next week doing more resurfacing. So we're doing about almost 3 miles of streets this year.
Right.
So you saw some streets done in the spring.
Right.
There'll be some streets done probably right now. And then as Willard has other projects, they come back in the fall and do some more. So you'll see a lot of streets. You saw Washington got done. We're going to do over by Durham. Manufacturing, I think that might go this week. So you're seeing roads around town. We do a scale. As the mayor said, we've had this tax in place, which has allowed us to put together a very kind of specific scale based on rankings and the condition of the roads. And so when it gets to the top of the list, we just resurface it and use about 2 miles of streets a year with that sales tax, and it works out real well. So you'll see pieces of streets all over town, and the city council just at their last meeting approved the street plan for the next 10 years.
Right on.
So you can look on the website if you're curious about your street. I had somebody complain the other day about there was something on Lincoln because so we said, well, in 2030 is when it's scheduled for that, And if it happens to fall apart a little further, we may move it up. But that's in 2030, your street gets resurfaced. So, it may not be instantaneous, but we've got a schedule, and that's what that sales tax allows us to do.
Absolutely, and the long-term planning of it.
Right, and does that ranking, does it change based on, if you did have a street that for whatever reason started to deteriorate more quickly, it would move up in the process. That's excellent.
Yeah, we do a lot of. They do a lot of science with that, and they drive we have this piece of equipment that goes over and shoots a scan with lasers, and it measures the width of the crack and how much it's how much the crack has moved. It's moved it all, and then that determines. We run it through a computer program, and it spits out where that street is in its condition. So
I
as the
never
mayor
would have
said,
imagined that was that high tech.
You
It is.
you look at our streets versus any other streets around, and you'll see that the investment that 42 years of investment has generated. Our streets are in really good shape. We need to keep them that way.
Right on. So that is going to be on the ballot.
Yep,
August 4th.
August 4th.
August
Okay.
4th, yep.
So another good reason to turn out.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, here at Lebanon Now, we talk a lot about your civic duty as far as being involved in the process and being involved in elections and voting on things like this. So if you like the streets you drive on and you want to keep them good, then make sure you're getting out and voting for this transportation.
Yeah, and one thing too about the transportation checks, all of the money goes to the street department. I mean,
Right.
It's not like it's somewhere else or getting allocated anywhere else.
Right.
By law,
Goes
it has
directly.
to go. It goes directly to the streets and really makes an impact in our community, and has for 42 years, for the last 42 years.
No doubt. Is that so? That's a transportation tax is sales tax.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
The half-cent
Yeah,
sales tax.
half-cent sales tax, and generates about $2.35 million a year, roughly, and works out very well for the community as far as what our roads and what we look like getting around town. So
Right on. And besides just those of us that are local using those streets, people that visit, this makes Lebanon more attractive in terms of people that want to come live here or people that are visiting here, because they can notice the care that's being taken.
Absolutely.
And the ease of transportation around town.
absolutely, hopefully they go back to their town and go, why aren't our streets like
Right,
Lebanon?
right?
So-
Yeah. What do we do to get streets as cool as theirs?
That's right. Exactly right.
That's awesome. All right, fellas. Well, is there anything else city related you want to talk about while we're here?
No, I think we just we're hoping everybody had a good time at the fair, and we're kind of gearing up for our. You'll see some construction. City Council just passed a new budget, so a lot of projects going in. So there'll be some big projects starting this year. So you'll see some improvements around town, and we're going to be. The big project will probably be a new walkway and some improvements at exit 127. That's kind of our big signature project.
Right.
That's going to come this fall. So
Right.
that'll have new lighting and a new pedestrian walkway, and it'll eventually you'll be able to walk from basically the ice cream factory all the way to Nelson Park on a sidewalk.
Right
That's
on.
the goal. So hopefully by the end of 27, that'll all be done.
Right on. Excellent.
And there again, just want to mention that survey. That's where that's why we're targeting that area, because
Right.
that was one of the hotter spots for that, for the transportation and connectivity coming from it, and that data feeds all,
It gives
anonymous
you the
data,
plan.
but it gives you the plan, gives you the outlook of where we're going. So we started there, get the most impact as quick as we possibly can in the community, and then we're going to spread out and do more as we continue to go. So
Yeah, we
Are
take
those-
that budget and we take that information and drop it into the budget every year, and that's what the council does.
And that community survey, that goes out by mail?
That goes out by internet.
yeah,
So
so it's
internet.
online this year. So
Okay,
it's a
so
little bit
you
different.
can go to the city website, I'm assuming.
Go to the city website and fill it out, or they can stop by City Hall and get a paper copy if they want to do that as well. So either one.
Okay. Lebanon Now has it on the Lebanon Now website, and Lebanon Now has shared it out too. So make sure you fill that out, because you really are voicing, making your voice heard in terms of what you want Lebanon to look like and where we're going forward. So the things that are important to us as citizens, I said years ago, probably before we started doing this, I was like, the trick is if you ask everybody what they want, then you got to do what they tell you. So if you want to make your voice heard to the city, make sure you get on there and fill that out.
Absolutely. And that's what we've done. I mean, that's what we've continued to do, and that's what we plan on doing in the future, is just listening to that, formulating a plan and moving it forward.
And
So,
moving forward. All right.
absolutely.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.
Oh, and they're going to stick around and play our game today, so I don't get embarrassed by Ashley
I
today.
love coming here and getting stuff dumped on us last minute.
Well,
it's great. That's why I love doing
Jared-
this show. So
Jared, that's what this looks like every week for Ashley and I've just gotten used to the fact that when I come through that curtain every Friday morning,
It's a
there's
brand new-
no telling what's going to happen that day.
You never know.
Yeah,
You never
and
know, right?
one day I might get to hit Ryan in the head with an axe.
Maybe.
So
Maybe one day.
it's always fun.
I know, yeah.
So-
you never know that.
All right, everybody, we're going to cut to commercial, and when we come back, we'll be hearing from Ashley.
Hey guys, this is Jody, the nursing supervisor at Phoenix. I'm here with Marlena Kimmis and Deborah Treadway. We are so thankful to have this opportunity to just share a little bit about Phoenix and be here at the Laclede County Fair Senior Day. We want to thank everybody for coming by, saying hi to us. We'd be glad to help you out. If you need anything, please reach out to us at the office, 417-344-8001. So good to see you guys at the fair.
Have a good day, guys.